Welcome to Friday Friends, RI Elder Info's weekly look at the organizations and individuals providing resources for Rhode Island seniors, caregivers, and professionals.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It is 9 o'clock on Friday, and you are watching me, Deb Burton, Executive Director of RI Elder Info, where every Friday I bring you information that you or someone you know needs to know about. So please hit the like button, the share button, the subscribe, the bells, the whistles, all those social media cues that say, hey, this is valuable content. Check it out. So today I want to share with you some safety tips when working on social media as we are right now, particularly regarding older adults. So super important to get this information out. Help me out. Please make sure you share. Now, as you all know, we are a nonprofit and we could not do this without the support of our donors and our sponsors. So a huge thank you to United Healthcare and especially to McCarthy Law. Here's a message from McCarthy Law.
Here at McCarthy Law, we practice in the areas of estate planning, long-term care planning, elder care law, and residential real estate. Our focus is really on providing peace of mind to our clients.
If you're interested in scheduling a consultation with our office, you can feel free to reach out to us at 401-541-5540. You can also reach out via website at www.mccarthylawri.com. You also should check out our social media, both on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn for some helpful tips and tricks.
Well, everybody, as you know, I am here every week to talk to you, sometimes with guests, sometimes it's me. I am not a cybersecurity expert. We have had them on, and I encourage you to go back on YouTube and check out some of our interviews with cybersecurity experts. But in the last week or so, I've noticed something popping up in social media that really has left me very concerned. So as y'all know, we recently had a bit of a snowstorm, and for those of you who maybe don't subscribe to our newsletter, hit pause, go on rielderinfo.com and subscribe to our newsletter so you can stay up to date. We did some research just before the snowstorm to identify whether or not there were any community-based programs to help older adults and individuals with disabilities shovel the snow. Come to find out, really only Pawtucket has a formally organized program, and I sent that information out in our newsletter. But what I heard often and then saw reflected on social media was posted on Facebook, posted on Insta, posted on social media if you need help with shoveling. So here are some of the things to be aware of. If you are posting for yourself and saying, hey, I can't shovel my driveway, I can't shovel my walkway, can you please come and take care of this for me? I am elderly, I am disabled, or my neighbor is. You are putting out information publicly that while you're seeking help, it's also alerting people who may want to do maybe less than honest things that you're home alone, and not only are you home alone, but you need help shoveling, and quite often that you have cash in the house to be able to pay people to do that shoveling or to do that plowing. So if it's a situation that you do need help, perhaps you have a friend or family member coordinate that versus saying, I live at 123 Maple Lane, or my neighbor lives at 345 Oak Street, because that's giving the actual address that can be researched, and ne'er-do-wells can go and knock on the door and inquire. Another thing to be mindful of is, understandably, this was a lot of snow, but sometimes we do need help. Totally get it. If you have to have someone come to the house, you can keep your screen door locked and communicate through the locked screen door. Settle on a price for the services first. Wait until the service is completed before you make payment. Now, some of the options is you can tell the person through the door, I'm going to leave the money in the mailbox. And now you watch them shoveling, you watch them plow, as they're like more done than not, you put the money in the mailbox or stick it in between the door and close the door on the money. And then you close the inside door and you lock it. It keeps you safe and protected from somebody trying to come in and push the door in and get inside. Sometimes there may be situations where the person shoveling or plowing, they may be, like most people, I like to believe, are good, honest, hardworking people. That's the majority of the public. But there are some bad folks out there, and they might say, can I use your bathroom? Oh, I'm so cold. Could I have a drink of water or a cup of tea? And you, feeling kind-hearted, say, oh my God, yeah, sure, come on in. And now they're in your house. And now they see the items in your house, the layout of your house. And maybe that's when you go get your wallet to pay them. And now they've just learned an awful lot more about you than what you probably intended. And it's a situation where please feel free to say, oh no, I'm sorry. My friend, my loved one, my kids, my fill in the blank would be so upset if I let somebody in the house. I'm really sorry, I can't. Or, it's so cold. I'm having trouble with my plumbing. You can't use my bathroom. No, I'm sorry, I can't let you in. And it's okay. It is better to be safe than sorry. If you're trying to help your neighbor who is someone who is in need, coordinate that on their behalf. Okay, don't post their information out there publicly for all the reasons I just said. But they also might want to retain their privacy about what is going on in their house. So they might not like the neighbors knowing all of the details of their business. So it's important that we all look out for each other. This was really quite an extraordinary snowstorm. But as the seasons progress and change, there are times that, we may need help at other times of the year. Maybe it's, raking the leaves or cutting the grass. And it's always important to be mindful of who it is that you are asking to do the work, and to make sure that you are not communicating that, you have cash in the house, that you are an individual who maybe doesn't have a lot of community-based resources out there that are kind of helping you to make sure that you're safe. We are all in this world together. It's great that we're looking out for our neighbors, but take that extra step and coordinate those conversations or oversee. If you see somebody, say, going over to your neighbors with a plow, go stop and chat with your neighbor while they're doing the work. Better safe than sorry. It unfortunately, one bad apple can spoil the bunch, but you want to make sure that we're looking out for each other, and you want to make sure that you're really careful about what it is that you're posting on social media, especially when it comes to identifying where you live, your health situation, your social situation, as to whether or not you have folks around you who are able to help you. and in particular, your financial situation. So be safe out there and please look out for one another. I love that we all want to help our neighbors, but when we post this stuff publicly, it really can cause problems down the line. So again, be mindful. Don't share out your actual address publicly in that social media post. You can ask people to direct message you or private message you. Don't advertise that you can pay cash. Don't advertise any medical conditions. And keep the outside door locked. You don't have to let people into your house. And as it comes down a little further in the year, I'll have a conversation with you also about double checking on contractors when you need work done in your house. So that'll be a future Friday, friend. But for now, with all this snow out there, just be mindful of the information that you're posting. I'm glad that we're all trying to look out for each other. I look forward to seeing you all again next week. In the meantime, be well and be kind.
If you like this video, please follow us on social media and subscribe on YouTube. For more information, visit rielderinfo.com or call 401-585-0509. If you have any questions, email deb@rielderinfo.com.